traveling is about finding yourself. So the more you travel, the more you get to know yourself. So it's about knowing your own place, knowing your own being.
Right after the earthquake, what happened was it was very big news, so we had all of the international media jump in. The immediate images of the post-earthquake went out, and there was a lot of chaos during that time. And because these Western media aren't going to come back and report, that image of chaos and destruction has sort of remained, which is clearly not the case. I feel it's a little misreported. Life still goes on here. It's really beautiful because of that. The people are really resilient. You can see the beauty of people picking up from the ashes and recreating something.
I am Vishnu Payar, so I'm from this lakeside. I hope I'll be here my whole life. Pokhara is one of the best places to live, in my point of view.
Came here as an engineer and now run a motorbike tour company in Pokhara, Nepal. Nearly 10 months ago, Craig got in contact about starting a motorbike trip.
We were initially just organising a holiday with friends, and after the earthquake we said, right, maybe the best way we can help is just show people how awesome it is and just a real positive story.
Actually telling the world that Nepal's okay, please come visit.
I'm here with some of my best mates. My dad has come over with my little sister.
I'm Zoe, I'm 18 years old. I figured if I didn't take this now, when else would I do something like this?
As we flew in, sticking up through the clouds was Mount Everest. And there it was, the roof of the world.
My hope for this trip is we can all have a great time, but we can really come out off the back of it and create some good.
So yeah, this is my first time learning to ride a big motorbike. So obviously I've got quite a few jitters going in. When we were looking at the map of the Annapurna region, you're like, whoa man, this is pretty full on. So we just left Pokhara this morning, now we're into the open country. It's beautiful scenery around here, as you can see.
Ahead of us, we're going to keep descending down. We'll keep going through the valley that leads towards the Kalagandaki.
Although we do have a support crew, you've got to rely on the fact that there's no garage around the corner.
So my carburetor stock apparently. I think these bikes though are like those old school sort of bike where they can actually literally fix it with stuff they've got in the back of the car. So I think that's why these things have been around for 70 years, you know what I mean?
I think the highlight of today was Zoe dropping her phone down the toilet. But I'm actually having the time of my life. It's incredible. The views were amazing. Passing the winding roads, river, rapids. It was pretty incredible.
This is one of Nepal's longest suspension bridge. It spans a couple hundred meters at least. It goes across a huge gorge, river flowing beneath.
Yeah, I never have done anything like that in my life.
I come from the city in Singapore, so all you see is just tall buildings. And when we drove past, I think in the valley, and there was this massive waterfall, and it was just out of control beautiful. I don't know where else we'd see this.
We are waiting for barbecue. Yeah, we come all the time here. Every time I bring tourists here as well, because it's different things to see up here. You know? Yeah, I'm born in Kathmandu, and my parents took me in Pokhara when I was 8 years old. When I was 10, I started working.
After that, I'm starting work. I couldn't go to the school, you know? So it's kind of like a little bit sad story. Still in Nepal, lots of kids like who don't have like parents, and they don't have like so much opportunity. Now I'm starting with math 2 years ago now. I'm 2 leader, you know. So I'm proud of myself.
I'm less a lot of youths. They leave the Nepal for getting job to other country. I really wish they would come back and go back to villages and family and do something here. My country is so beautiful. It is magical.
We've made it to Baglung, 85 kilometres west of Pokhara, but today we've got about 13 kilometres of paved road, which just deteriorates further north we go, and then finally it's all dirt after Benny.
Our guide Matt's telling us that that's the toughest day that you'll have. I'm not sure that's quite true, looking at what's ahead.
A lot of the time, if you try and avoid the ditches that you think is going to throw you off, you're more likely to come off because you're doing, you know, back and forth. Whereas if you just ride it, then you're fine.
Oh, the exhaust fell off and we've lost it, we don't know where it is. Matt just went back to get it and came in, and everybody waved me down because we were stopping here and totally crashed the bike. And now they're telling me I can't ride it, so might be broken beyond repair. So they're pretty good mechanics, so if anyone can fix it, they can.
We've gone so far from Pokhara to Baglung, Baglung to Tatapani, and Tatapani now to Lefte. We've had a few bike problems here and there, a few exhausts fall off, a few nuts and bolts get loose, but that's all part of the show.
My name is Soni Laljan. Yeah, I'm from Jomsom, and this is my business, hotel business.
अब ये आउने ओमा होटलमा आउने मान्छेले व्यवहारै भएको छ हामीलाई हिँड्दाखेरि नि जानलाई सुविस्ता भएको छ ये हो 5-6 बाथी चामल हुँदै अराउनु पर्यो र 4 दिन 5 दिन खच्चरले पुराउँथे जानु पर्यो खच्चर अब
It's very quiet after this earthquake because this is our season, but you can see there is not so many people. It's very quiet.
Mark had a few gearbox problems, so the boys stripped it apart last night and changed a few springs and nuts and bolts and got the thing back together and it's working again. Amazing stuff.
Anything you can think of, we've had to ride through it. So every day the terrain changes and you're constantly challenging yourself.
English and German?
German also.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You also Russia? Sehr good. Sehr good. Dankeschön. Russia?
Yeah, there used to be an old caves and there's used to be old scrolls. Yeah. Got scrolls and stuff up there. And the whole valley is just full of these caves.
There's just so much more to explore. The first 2 or 3 days of this trip, I think we were on one side of the Himalayas where it's quite lush, and now I think we're over the other side of the Himalayas where it doesn't get any rain, so it's much drier. So the terrain is completely different. It just feels like you're in this windy desert at the moment.
This is the last day, I think. James has broken off his brake pedal.
The brake came off, the brake broke. I had a little topple at one point and picked the bike up and the brake fell off. So it meant going around corners a little bit hairy.
We did it. We did it. Incredible stuff. We've made our endpoint. We've made Marfa. The spirits are high for the group.
I'm sad that it's over. I've had an awesome time.
We're going to get involved tonight. We're going to get in the kitchen, learn how to make some typical Nepali momos, which will be a lot of fun. Marla is the host and I've known her for several years.
I born here and I'm running Nehru Guest House in Marfa. Before very poor condition. If no tourists, we have back again to the 50 years before. They also like to learn about our style of food. We also learn their food.
Nepal's got the highest return rate of tourists in the world, I think. And there's so much to do here that we've done in 5 days. We've done a lot, but we've touched this much of the country in that time. You know? There's so much more to do.
Just put Nepal #1 on your list. Come visit. We've had so many amazing memories and met so many really cool people that it's going to be hard to say goodbye today, for sure.
It's just been a real reality check. We all live in our own little world, of which we think is the whole big world, and we fail to take into account all the stuff that goes on outside it. And I suppose coming here has made me so much more aware.
It's been such an epic adventure. One that I know I will remember for a lifetime. I just want to say a massive thank you to Matt and your amazing team here. We couldn't have done it without you.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, I'm in love with Nepal. So if we can somehow, in our way, make a positive impact about great sustainable tourism, I think that's a good thing.
र धेरै मात्रामा आयो भने हाम्रो देशको लागि पनि राम्रो हुन्छ विदेशीहरू धेरै मात्रामा हाम्रो देश भित्रियोस्
पुगेको छ नि त अब सबैलाई होटल व्यवसायलाई भएछ अनि पर्यटकहरूलाई भएछ सबै कुरालाई राम्रो भएछ नि पर्यटकले गरेर सबै कुरा राम्रो भयो एउटा बाटोको सुविधा पनि भयो एउटा फ्लाइटको सुविधा भयो पर्यटक आयो सबै कुरा फस्टायो नि त होटल फस्टाएपछि सबै कुरा फस्टायो
Earthquake happened that destroyed the buildings, not the people's culture, not those natural beauties. You know, we are in process of rebuilding. So slowly we'll rise up.
अब नेपालको लागि सबभन्दा भन्दाखेरि नेपाल भनेको के सानो देश भयो भने ठुलै छ त्यही भन्छु सबै मिलेर आयो भने यो डोजरै चाहिने सबैजना आफ्नै नेपाली हो भनेर आउँ त्यही हो
It's not just about trekking, there's just so much here, so many layers to explore. With the food, with the cultures, within this small region, there's so many different ethnicities, so many different languages being spoken, so many different cuisines being cooked. So it really is a very big melting pot that's really interesting to explore.
See, traveling is about finding yourself. Travel helps you clean your mind, like the running water. The more it's running, the more clean it is. Meeting new people, seeing new cultures. So that's what nature is. So making you feel connected with everybody.